welcome to episode 16 of the UNews Weekly, a series of audio-video podcasts coming to you from the UN Information Office in Tashkent.
The latest United Nations news in Uzbekistan is coming to you very soon in this program.
And we'll take you shortly through the latest developments in the life of United Nations. I'm Bobur Komilov.
And Nigina Khaitova.
Welcome to the show. Coming to you in this program.
Network of supermarkets Korzinka.uz and the UN Development Program in Uzbekistan launched the program Social Product on the 15th of May 2013.
The products that the customers receive are unique in their design and unique in the use.
The new office of the joint project of the Ministry of Health of the Republic of Uzbekistan, the European Union and UNICEF, improving mother and child health services in Uzbekistan, was inaugurated in Tashkent.
The main change is that, we have an office already, we really start implementation of the project.
The Westminster International University in Tashkent, jointly with the UN Information Office, launched the second annual Model United Nations Conference on the topic ensuring the future prosperity for youth, focusing on youth unemployment and fostering international peace and security, disarmament, arms control and non-proliferation.
I do believe that the UN has contributed to a better world in many, many ways.
Korzinka.uz and UNDP, why social products and vulnerable groups matter. You will find the answers on these questions in a special guest section.
Stay tuned.
What really matters for us is a social inclusion, and we see empowerment of people through work rehabilitation at the social enterprises as part of social inclusion.
Now the news in detail. The United Nations Development Programme and the Korzinka.uz, the network of the largest grocery stores, have launched a social product programme on the 15th of May 2013. Within the project, trade stand social product will be installed at 3 supermarkets of Korzinka.uz. Now buyers can buy unique products of social enterprises of Tashkent City, Tashkent Region and Shakhirsabz City.
The use of the partnership between the largest supermarket chain retailer, Korzinka.uz, and UNDP is actually because it provides the framework or a bridge for people that are from vulnerable groups of society, such as people with disabilities, such as rural women or victims of human trafficking, provides them opportunities and actually generates more jobs, because through offering their products at the supermarket chain, and the products are social products and they will have this logo on it, the special branding, the social product branding, the profit that they will receive from it, the profit will create more jobs for more such people from vulnerable groups. And as well, it will provide them with more opportunities to procure the equipment that might be necessary for, like, wheelchairs, or let's say a lot of these social enterprises that will be delivering social products to Korzinka.uz, they will also be they are also helping the students, people with disabilities, with their tuition fees at the universities. So in a sense, it's like UNDP serves as a bridge in this partnership, connecting the people and the businesses together.
Social enterprise-made products can be bought from social product stands in 3 Korzinka.uz supermarket chains. The enterprises are receiving support, legal and taxation consultancy, designer services. But how can ordinary people, customers, benefit from this new initiative? We've asked the specialist.
The products, basically what it gives to people is that the products that the customers receive are unique in their design and unique in the use. For example, you can buy this social product, a folder, but it's with a national e-card design that you cannot easily find everywhere on the bazaars. The second thing that it gives to the customers, the ordinary people that will come to Korzinka, is that they are making, by procuring one of these social products, they are making a small change in the lives of people with disabilities.
Moreover, young volunteers are in process of creating environmentally friendly solutions such as eco bags to reduce the use of plastic bags in supermarkets of Korzinka.uz chains. We hope that this innovative project will be very successful and will be a productive bridge between those who want to support and those in real need of it.
The new office of a joint project of the Ministry of Health of the Republic of Uzbekistan, the European Union and UNICEF, improving mother and child health services in Uzbekistan, was inaugurated in Tashkent. The ultimate goal of Healthy Mother, Healthy Child project is to ensure health of women and children and to create all opportunities for its improvement. You may have a question, what is the sort of difference in changing the places of implementing this project?
So this is, I will not say it's a big difference. The premises, office premises are placed in building of the Ministry of Health, which is very important for our efficient work together in a partnership with the Ministry of Health, but also with our major partners, and first of all EU delegation and other partners. Some of them are placed in the same building, so it will be more efficient teamwork in order to complement each other and to achieve the common goal, better health for mother and child and children in Uzbekistan. The main change is that, okay, we have an office already, we really start implementation of the project. So we are looking forward to achieve the result that we plan to achieve. The main team, core team, is placed there, and everybody is welcome to visit our premises in the building of Institute, Tashkent Institute for Postgraduate Medical Education. Because of the major component of the project is related to training, it's very strategic placement of the premises there, I think.
All efforts will be made to ensure that every mother and every child across the country has access to quality healthcare services. It is very interesting which changes can a new office bring and what are the nearest plans to implement there.
So the major component of the project will start in June with training component. In parallel, we'll perform assessment of knowledge, attitude and practices of the families in communities about their health behavior and practices. This is a very innovative approach in this phase 2 of the project, working at the community level with families. That was not part of the phase 1. We'll use participatory learning approach involving community members, health workers at the community level, mahalla representatives, women committee representatives, in order to understand better what to be improved in order to improve practices at the family level on child care and development as well.
You're tuned to UNews Weekly, coming to you from the UN Information Office in Tashkent. It's the Model United Nations season in Uzbekistan these days, and UN Information Office has been collaborating closely with the higher educational universities in launching the sequential annual MUN conferences all around the country. Model United Nations is a synthesis of a conference and a role-play event during which university and high school students can simulate the work of UN organs. In Uzbekistan, Model United Nations is promoted by the UN Information Office and organized jointly with a host institution. On the 17th and 18th of May this year, Westminster International University in Tashkent hosted a Model United Nations conference, which is the second annual. The feature of this MUN is its format. During the conference, 2 UN General Assembly committees will discuss some questions on 2 different topics, which are ensuring the future prosperity for youth, focusing on youth unemployment, and fostering international peace and security, disarmament, arms control, and non-proliferation. On the 17th of May, the Westminster International University in Tashkent hosted an opening ceremony with the participation of the rector of the university, Abdumalik Jumanov, and the UN resident coordinator in Uzbekistan, Stefan Presner, as well as Abdujabbar Abduvakitov, who is the rector of the President's Academy in Uzbekistan.
So I believe that the Model UN initiative is a very important initiative to bring the work of the United Nations and the modalities how the United Nations works to the students, to future leaders. I believe we had a very good introductory inaugurative ceremony here, where we pointed out the importance of the United Nations in different ways of work in the last 68 years. I do believe that the UN has contributed to a better world in many, many ways, from peace to human rights to human development and very, very comprehensive development visions to targets, development targets that really basically made a difference. I think it's important that young people engage in thinking this through and also in learning about the institutions of the United Nations, how they engage with each other, how they build consensus, and how they come to global agreements so that we gradually build a more peaceful and more developed world.
The democratic governance program of the UNDP in Uzbekistan has a task of promoting good governance through a wide range of activities. And through its projects, Good Governance Unit of the UNDP has been working on helping its national partners to develop their capacity.
Earlier this week, we have talked to the specialist about their new innovative projects and initiatives.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned to the UNews Weekly. That's the episode 16, and we're about to start our special guest section today, where we'll focus on the recent Memorandum of Understanding signed by the United Nations Development Programme and Korzinka.uz. That's the largest network of grocery stores all around Tashkent, and this network is on the way to expand all around the country too. To tell us more about this recent memorandum, we're joined today by Aziza Umarova, who's the head of the Good Governance team at the United Nations Development Programme in Uzbekistan. Aziza, thank you very much for taking your time and joining us for our UNews Weekly. My first question is, we'll come back to the memorandum a bit later. My first question is to do with the vision behind UNDP's support for social products. Why are people, vulnerable groups, so important for UNDP?
Thank you very much for your question. It's a great pleasure and privilege for me to be here today, and I would like to share that what really matters for us is a social inclusion, and we see empowerment of people through work rehabilitation at the social enterprises as part of social inclusion. We try to bring really vulnerable groups, like people with disabilities, women that are unemployed for a very long time in the rural areas, or single mothers, or victims of human trafficking, to social enterprise. When they are able to build their skills, they get their profession, they get income generation source. And for us, partnership with Korzinka is the last step when we are already stepping up from just production of products to branding them and to value chain. I'm glad that we were able to reach this stage, because in most cases products just remain products, but we were able to create one unified brand for this, and we brand as a social product, meaning that people making their choice will be able to contribute directly to livelihoods of vulnerable groups. And we would like to make sure that they understand what they're buying, why they're buying, and who are beneficiaries behind this social product brand.
Thank you very much, Aziza, for this detailed answer. Now, moving on to the recent news that's been on all the headlines in the country and beyond, the memorandum you've signed with Korzinka.uz. I believe personally that that's a huge innovation. And the question that I would like in particular to ask you is, what inspired you to that big decision that's to impact now hundreds and hopefully thousands of people?
Yes, and why especially Korzinka, but not bazaars, for example?
We see this initiative as a very important start of promoting social corporate responsibility in the country. And Korzinka is a big corporate business in Uzbekistan, and we definitely see them as a champions in this cause. But we're also hoping that in future other chains or other businesses will be willing to partner to promote social inclusion with UNDP or with other donors. We also would like to see more and more engagement from private sector, because we are trying to employ multi-stakeholder approach when we are working not only with the government but with NGOs, with the private businesses, with the communities, to make sure that everyone is able to contribute to development projects in the country, and this is definitely will ensure much more sustainability of our efforts.
Thank you. And my last question is to do more with your personality. That's a bit of a personal question now. What drives you to the cause that you've been championing? And in other words, what is your personal recipe for success?
I think in development work, it's very important to have a heart for people. And I believe that whenever you can see results of your work, working for UNDP, it's a great pleasure and privilege, because you don't just make yourself happy with different reports or box-ticking exercises. You really try to see the impact that you make on the lives of people. And whenever it's possible to see it, I think it's a huge success for any person working in development. We try to combine in every project something that will be very sophisticated, upstream policy advice, whatever will be directly benefiting government. But it wouldn't be full picture if we don't really reach out to people, and we make something that leaves its footprint and it can be measured in any given community or region. So I believe that whatever we do with Korzinka is one of those experiences when we are able to track down success, when we are able to really make people's life a bit different after our intervention. And I'm hoping that we will be also step out of this partnership and letting those NGOs and social enterprises directly continue working with Korzinka. So we broker the dialogue, we step out, but fruits and results will be there after 5 or 10 years' time. We hope so.
Thank you very much for your detailed answers. Aziz Umarova, the head of Good Governance team at the United Nations Development Programme in Uzbekistan, has been our guest for a special guest section of the UNews Weekly, episode 16. Well, with this, we bring the episode 16 of the UNews Weekly to an end. Of course, you can stay abreast of the latest developments by tuning in to www.un.uz.
And don't hesitate to go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Unique Tashkent.
And you can also stay connected with us through Twitter and Instagram. So for now, it's me and the rest of the team saying goodbye.
Goodbye.